Hello, my dear friends. Welcome to Movie of the World YouTube channel. So, friends, today I'm going to narrate a Chinese movie which is Fearless. It was released in the year of 2006 and directed by Ronnie Yu, starring by Jet Li, Sun Li, Nathan Jones, Sido Nakamura. So, friends, I'm just going to narrate the whole story in front of you. So, let's start. Jet Li plays Hu Yuanzia, a young boy who dreams of becoming the greatest martial artist in China. He grows up in Tianjin, where his father, Huo Endi, is a respected martial arts master. However, his father refuses to teach him because Yuanzia is physically weak and suffers from asthma. His father fears martial arts will damage his health. Despite this, Yuanzia secretly watches his father train students and practices on his own. Over time, his determination makes him strong and skilled. After his father dies, Yuanzia becomes obsessed with proving himself. He starts fighting in public matches and quickly becomes famous for defeating many opponents. His victories bring him pride, wealth, and recognition. However, success fills him with arrogance. He begins to believe he is invincible. One day, he challenges another master from a rival martial arts school. Ignoring his mother's advice to avoid unnecessary conflict, Yuan Jin fights and brutally defeats the man, humiliating him in front of everyone. This act of dishonor leads to tragedy. The defeated master's godson seeks revenge, while Yuanzia is away. The man murders Yuanzia's mother and his young daughter. When Yuanzia returns home, he finds their lifeless bodies. He is completely devastated, he realizes. His arrogance and desires for pride caused the deaths of the people of his family. Unable to live with his guilt, Yuanzia leaves his Tanzian and wanders aimlessly. Eventually, he collapses in a rural village and is rescued by a poor farming family, including a blind girl named Moon. The villagers live simple, peaceful lives and show him kindness without knowing his past. Living with them changes Wanzia. He learns farming, shares meals, and experiences peace for the first time. Moon teaches him an important lesson. True strength comes from compassion, not violence. Wanzia realizes martial arts is not about defeating others, but about improving oneself and living in harmony. After several years, Wanzia returns to Tanzin as a humble and wiser man. He sees that foreign powers, including Western fighters and Japanese martial arts, are publicly humiliating Chinese fighters. China is being called weak and inferior. Feeling responsible to restore his country's honor, Wanzia forms the martial arts school. His goal is to teach martial arts not for pride but for discipline, health, and national strength. Soon, he accepts challenges from foreign fighters. First, he fights a powerful American wrestler. Instead of using brute force, Wanzia uses speed and intelligence to defeat him. Next, he faces a Spanish fencer. Yuanzia adapts his styles and wins again. Each victory resorts pride among the Chinese people. He also meets a Japanese fighter named Tanaka. Unlike others, Tanaka respects Wanzia and they developed a friendships. Tanaka understands Wanzia's philosophies of martial arts as a path to peace. However, not everyone shares his respect. Some Japanese officials see Wanzia as a trade. They secretly poisoned his tea to weaken him before his final match. Despite knowing he has been poisoned, Wanzia chooses to fight. He faces the Japanese champion in his final battle. His body is weak, but his spirit is strong. He fights with calmness, skill, and honor. In the end, Wanzia wins the match. He proves that Chinese martial arts are not weak, but the poison has done its damage. Shortly after his victory, Wanzia collapses and dies peacefully. His death shocks the nation, but his legacy lives on. He becomes symbols of honor, humility, and true martial arts spirit. Wanzia's journey is not about fighting others, but also about conquering his own pride and ego. Fearless teaches that true martial art is not about violence or pride, it is about self discipline, respect, and inner peace. How Wanzia's life shows that arrogance leads to destruction, but humility leads to greatness. He lost everything because of pride, but he became a legend because of wisdom. His story remains one of the most inspiring martial art stories ever told. So, friends, this is the ending part of the story. Please do subscribe and share my channel.